Good morning, and welcome to Winnipeg. Yeah, got the Hood cup out. I should have had it out yesterday, right? For those of you who are keeping track and making sure I keep these cups in order. Anyway, today is kind of an important day to me because we get to turn the page. We are done, step 39. As near as I can tell, I don't think I missed anything. Somebody was mentioning about this little parabolic radar thing that is here. I don't think it goes anywhere in step 39. I think we were going to put that on later, and it goes on top of that mast that has that round circular thing on the top of it. It would be back here in step, where was it? Oh yeah, in step 35 up here. That's where it goes. And I can't remember at the time why it was I chose not to put it on. Maybe I was afraid I was going to break it off or something. I don't think I forgot about it. Then there's another radar unit here. I think that goes on the very bow or the stern of the ship, and we were going to save that one until later as well, so we didn't accidentally break stuff off. Okay, now we want step 40, and here it is. Step 40. My poor manual is getting pretty dog-eared. Yeah. Oh, and as far as the sunrise goes this morning, right now I'm copying the files. It was actually quite nice, and I was noticing that almost every time I looked at the monitor, I could see people crossing on the bridge. The bridge was busy this morning, like the pedestrian overpass. So I don't know, like maybe July, August is sort of the holiday season here in Canada because kids are out of school July and August. I think down in the United States they're off for June, July, and August. I remember, I remember when I was a kid, and I was about 9 or 10 years old when we were going to move down there, and I was so excited because now we were going to have 3 months off instead of just 2. And well, that was going to be a big deal for me as a kid, and of course being up in the little town we lived in, and we were really poor. Anyway. So while we were moving down to Omaha, Nebraska, is another story. But anyway, I was really excited. 3 months off, and everybody that I knew that came up to Canada from the United States, they had a car that was better than ours. So to me, as a kid, kid reasons, well, we're going to be rich. We're going to be rich now because we're moving down to, it was sort of back then the slogan was 2 cars in every garage or something like that. and it was going to be a big occasion for me, and I was all excited. And I can remember, I think we crossed the border from Canada into the United States. As best I remember, it was just south of Winnipeg here. I think we'd stopped in Winnipeg and visited some relatives. Anyway, doesn't matter. So we crossed into the border. It wasn't the big deal then that it is now. And anyway, we were there, and my dad says, now we're in the United States. And and I'm looking around, and it looked the same. I couldn't see any difference. I think I was disappointed. I don't know what I expected. But when you're a kid, you have grandiose ideas about, the grass is always greener on the other side of the street. How did I get onto that? Okay, step 40. Yeah, step 40. Let's I think a lot of these pieces we've already got. A lot of these modules we've already made. There's just a few little pieces here. What do we got to get? Photo etch G12. And then there's a couple of plastic pieces that we have to get and glue together. And that glues down there. Then there's some photo etch ladders that go on the side. And another railing. Yeah. But at least this one is probably not going to be so difficult. It's not going to have those compound curves that the other one did. Now, California Paul made a good suggestion, or he hinted at it. And that is, when you have a big long railing like that, cut it up and do it in sections. Don't try and do it all in one piece. And looking back now at that railing that I was having such a terrible time with, yeah, you know, if I had have cut it and done it in maybe 3 sections, it would have gone a lot easier. And at arm's length, you wouldn't know that it had been, you know, cut up. It seems to me that with the Bismarck, I actually tried to solder a stanchion on the end of some railings. I think I got really pernickety, you might say, about the railing, one railing anyway. I don't know if I'd want to go to all that work now anymore. When I get the Yamato, I think I'm probably going to be leaving a lot of stuff. Yeah, but we'll worry about that. I imagine at the rate I'm going, there's going to be snow out the windows there by the time we get to the Yamato. I'm still thinking about it. I haven't given up on that. Anyway, step 40. Okay. I was looking at the clock a moment ago, and it's amazing how time flies when I'm sitting at the computer trying something, you might say, a little bit different or a little bit new. And I was messing around with our sunrise footage, which there was quite a bit of. And even though I slowed it, or rather sped it up 200 times, at least most of it, the last part of it, where all these people were continuously walking back and forth over the overpass, well, that took a little bit longer, and I was sort of messing around with that and trying different things, and well, in other words, I was going to say I wasted a couple of hours, but I don't think you would really call it wasting, because I was having a good time. Okay, now this is the L sprue, and we need the L35 and the L44. And I was just noticing that there is absolutely nothing on the L sprue left. We have gotten everything here. So we have to make 2 of these. So that means, I wonder why we're not making the, you know, I should maybe just make the other one, and no, maybe I better not, because it might be quite a while before we actually need it. And if it's not on the L sprue, I won't remember where it is. So we need, I don't think there's any way we're going to be able to get these mixed up, because I've got a feeling that in all likelihood, just let me turn this over here, and we'll zoom you in. Yeah, as I suspected, there are pegs on this one and holes on this one, so we can't possibly go wrong here. So let's just get a couple of them here very quickly. Now we don't want to waste a whole bunch of time here with theatrics, so let's just, I've already spent enough time with the sunrise, which I will add at the end of today's episode, by the way. At least the music's nice. Okay, at least I thought the music was nice. All right, let's get these quickly trimmed up off camera and glued together. And now these things right here, we've already got those made. I saw them earlier this morning. So yeah. And when we get over here to this side, remember that railing? Well, that was part of the detailing kit that somebody sent us. Sorry, I forgot the name. Bad for that. I apologize. But yeah, so we just have to try and fit that around the funnel. Or was it this one here? Anyway, Oh, this is the same. This is the same unit. Yeah. Okay. Uh, isn't it? No. No. These are different. Okay. Anyway, we've got them made. We've got a lot of this stuff on this page already made. Well, this railing, as I mentioned earlier, it's gonna give us something to think about. But we'll get it. We will get it. Okay, let me just get these together, and we'll see you back here in a few minutes. Okay, we got them. I think these little blemishes are going to cover up once it's painted. I'm thinking about maybe just painting this with a brush with the 19. That way they'll match up with these things here, which are already the 19. They take one of these each. I don't know where the other two of these go. Okay, let's just sort of back up a little bit here. What else do we got to get? Oh yeah, the R13 and R14. It doesn't say make two. And it takes a piece of photo etch that looks like it's going to be fairly straightforward, easy bending at right angles and then gluing down. Okay, where's our R sprue? Okay, 13, 14. And here again, I don't think we get these mixed up. See what they look like on the other side. Okay. Oh yeah. You can see where this little part on this one is going to go into the little crevice on the other one. So, and then I imagine once it's together, it probably doesn't matter which way around it goes either. Okay, I'm using self-locking tweezers here, and the reason being is because this piece is so small that if I try to hold it in my fingers here, I'm going to end up getting glue all over the place. So just let me stop this here. And I'm going to be using the quick setting. I used the quick setting on the other pieces as well. We'll just let it wick its way into the crack and do its thing. Okay, I'll file that down later. Well, when I say file it down, I don't mean this little square positioning peg. I mean the seams. Guess you knew that. No, I think that's going to be on there tight enough. Maybe not. Nope, I'm going to have to wedge it on somehow. Maybe maybe if I was to pare this shoulder down just a little bit. I don't want to wedge it on too tight, or I'm going to, break the drum apart. It sort of binds like that. That's going the wrong way. I want it to go the other way. Maybe this is not a good idea. Maybe something else that's a little closer to the right size would be better. First, I'm going to see if I can just pare this down. I'm wasting a lot of time here. What do we got? 24 minutes after 1 already. It's a nice afternoon. It's 29, almost 30 degrees outside, and I want to get some bike riding in this afternoon, so probably gonna call this quits pretty quick here. Okay. Now, what do we got here? 19. So we got the right paint, and I found the green one was tapered a little bit more friendly to the hole, and it wedged on a little better. So yeah, that should work out all right. Let's just move you in just a little bit here, and oh, I'm probably gonna just do the one on camera. This one here I'll do later, and in all likelihood we're gonna have to do 2 coats here. Oh my. Well, that did not work, did it? Just bear with me here. Okay, that is what was supposed to have happened. Anyway, you get the idea. Okay, I'm gonna just let these dry. I may not put a second coat on. Now this part here, I have sanded it, and I got the seams pretty much disappeared. And we're just going to take that little peg and see if I can get it more or less in that hole. Don't need to push it down too hard. And I think I'll put it on the rotator, but I won't have the rotator powered up. I'll just carefully, being as it's not round, and being as I'm going to brush it, so I'll just, well, you'll see what I'm going to do. Alright, this one here I may give it 2 coats, because I'm going to just give it a very light coat so that it doesn't go running all over the place. It might anyway. No, that's not exactly a very light coat, is it? Okay, I'm just gonna let that dry here now, and it look like I've got all the way around that inspection plate or whatever it's supposed to be. I think I more or less did. You know, it could be that once that's dry, it's gonna look all right. And on the top here, we're going to be putting a little photo etch piece. But you know, that's going to have to be in tomorrow's episode. It almost looks like I didn't get it here. Either that or maybe it's starting to dry already. Okay, thanks for watching, everybody. And all being well, we're going to see you tomorrow.